Hi, so in this video we're going to talk about GraphQL specifically. So as the name suggests, GraphQL is just a query language similar to what we have API response. But now let's see how actually the GraphQL works it. So similar to how we have a post or any API request, the same we have, but we have a common endpoint as I said. And the main thing here is you don't have to do any magic to get started with the GraphQL. It's just a normal raw HTTP request. So let's say it's your mobile and you send it back, and what you get is the response, which is basically like where the data is the key here, if for instance, and this is how the response will look like. So it's everything same, there is no magic in it. But yeah, but now you may think, why should I go with GraphQL? So there are two things which I want to talk about. So if you are building an API for a very long time, you might have encountered these situations for like in between for sure. So first is to avoid overfetching of data, which was happening in API. So let's say you want to request a list of like list of books. Let's say you call this API site.com API book 1, but now you say you want only the name and the title of it, name and the price in this example. But apart from that, you are getting author details, and it can be categories, tags, anything. So that thing, to just to avoid to getting too much data than we need, is something which we really don't want in APIs, and you have to recreate logics for that. That is one of the reasons. But now similarly, if there is a other side reflection of it also, let's say avoid multiple rounds of API calls, which actually means that, let's say you want a book one, and then in book one you want the get the detail of the author, which is a JSON. Yeah. Now what you do is, after calling this API, then you put it into a single response and send it back to your application. Now here the thing is, you have to do a multiple round of API calls, and what you get is less data than we need. So getting less data than we need is what I mean to say here is, let's say, just like what we did is, like, we will get only the book one in this example, but we needed author. So this is what I meant, getting less data than we need. So I hope you get to know understand what is the main difference. Avoiding overfetching of the data, number one, as I said, and avoiding multiple rounds of API call just to get more data because we were getting less data. Okay. Now, now let's talk about GraphQL, since we have talked a lot. So GraphQL, unlike how you have in API, right? You create a multiple endpoints um, to retrieve data, post or update or delete. But now in GraphQL, it's all about the single API. And if you see, just imagine if we connect this with our MySQL database. The thing is, it works similar to a MySQL database only. You select the post title date, you select it like this here, and then you define the author, okay, where you want to filter it. So everything how you run a SQL query, similarly you can do with the query. And remember, this query is what we will be sending here in the body, and then this is what we will be getting in the response. So yeah, that's it. I hope you like this video. So in the next video we will be getting more into the GraphQL in the next video.